This isn't actually related to Alteryx, but it's an important thing that we're going to need to do in order to get our workflow to function correctly. When we downloaded the PDF files directory, our computer helpfully said that, hey, the last time any of this data was written and played around with was going to be today, because that's when we created it on this machine. However, when following this tutorial, we're going to want to divide our data up into slightly different categories, and we want to represent that in the real world at least, you're not going to have all of these created at the same time. So we're going to use a command in the PowerShell in order to tell Windows, oh no, this file was totally changed on a different date. To do that, we'll open up our Start menu and type in Power S, and we'll find PowerShell up here. You may not have PowerShell installed by default on your computer. You'll have to add it using the Add and Remove Windows Features tool. But recent versions of Windows should have the PowerShell available even on personal user editions and the student editions. So open up the Windows PowerShell, and now I'm going to change the directory that I'm interested in. So let me just make sure we can still see everything. So cd is the command to change directory, and we want to get into we want to get into Documents. I'm going to start typing some letters, then hit the Tab key. Once I do, it will autocomplete. If I don't have any conflicts, that'll save me some time. And within the documents, we're going to cd again to PDF and hit Tab. Notice it surrounds it with quotes. It may also just escape it or do some other things. That's part of the reason I like Tab, so I don't have to remember which one this version of a command line uses. And in here, we are interested in gate/converse. So now that we're in the correct directory, we can type in dir, I believe is what the command is in Windows, and it'll tell us all the files in here. So importantly, this is the file.pdf. It has nothing else. But this is the file.pdf is the file we're interested in changing and modifying. What we're actually going to change is we're going to change the last write time. So this would be the last modified time or most recently changed or something like that. And we're going to want to set it to today or right now. To do that, we are going to type in $open paren get-item and then quote this, hey, tab autocomplete. What this does is it tells it to get the information about a file with the name we've specified. The dollar parentheses thing means evaluate it and get the value in there instead of just running it and storing it incompletely. So when we hit enter, we'll go, hey, it's showing us information about the file in the directory. So now that we've got our get item, we're going to type in a period and type in last access time, last write time. And notice it has the same information we saw earlier. This file was allegedly last modified on April 19th of 2017. Now we want to change that, so we're going to have equals, and then another subcommand. So $open paren get-date. And when we go back, I'm pressing the up arrow to get commands I've previously typed in. We can go look at the last write time, and what do you know? It has today and right now for the last modified time. While I was doing this, you'll notice in the folder it also has date modified changed to today. So Windows has realized it's changed in a lot of different locations. If you needed to specify a specific date, this getDate command allows you to pass parameters with the specific date and time you're interested in. For now, just don't worry about it. The important thing is we've set it to be today, which is recent enough that it will show up differently when we go through our Alteryx exercise.